Department Manager of Rolling, Bill Posey, of the Bar Division.
Hi, and welcome to another in a series of continuing training videos dealing with safety throughout the plant at USS 𝐂𝐸 Steel Company. On behalf of the men and women of the Bar Division, we'd like to welcome you to the session today that we're putting on. And I'd like to point out that the purpose and the intent of these videos is to increase our safety awareness, to improve our safety performance, and to guarantee that each and every one of us have the ability to work day in and day out in this facility without being injured. One of the things that the facility is looking at is the improvement in its number of total recordable cases. As you can see, in 1988, we were at 9.18 total recordable frequency. Over the years, through the effort and hard work of many, many people, all of the employees and associates of USS 𝐂𝐸, we've been able to reduce that frequency to 4.74 year-to-date in 1991. But that's not good enough. Our goal, which is a very ambitious objective, is that by the year 1994, to reduce that frequency from its current 4.74 to a low of 1.30. Again, the intent of these videos is to increase your awareness of safety, to heighten all of our awareness, our anticipation of things which may result in injuries in the workplace. Today, again, the men and women of the Bar Division are going to take you through a series of short videos which highlight ways to deal with EOT cranes in a safe and healthy fashion. Those of you who have been in a steel facility for a number of years probably view our EOT cranes as a way of life. We see them, we're not particularly impressed with them, we become complacent, and therein lies a potential safety problem. Those who are for first-time employees in the plant, they are looking at cranes as huge pieces of machinery. They're viewed somewhat in a fearful state. They're looked at as something that can cause potential harm. That's the way that we have to look at cranes. Cranes, as we use them in a steel facility, are truly friend or foe.
First, let's learn about the crane status lights from Robert Hatch of Bar Mills, Finishing and Shipping.
There is a standardized company-wide system for indicating the status of all cranes. This standardized system consists of 4 colors: red, green, amber, and blue. Operators of equipment, co-workers, signalmen, maintenance personnel, and all those involved with working with cranes must be familiar with and comply with the meaning of crane status lights.
For a 3-light system, a burning light indicates the following: green, boarding, leaving, bumping, or pushing crane is prohibited. Crane is energized and under operator control. Amber, boarding or leaving the crane is prohibited. Crane is not under operator control and may be pushed. Main disconnect switch is open and bridge brakes are free. Red, to be used for boarding or leaving crane, inspections or maintenance and repairs. Bumping or pushing the crane is prohibited. Except for troubleshooting or testing, the main power disconnect switch is open. Blue. A blue light is provided on cranes equipped with magnets to indicate the status of the magnet electrical circuit. If the blue light is not burning, the magnet circuit is energized. Do not attempt to plug or unplug the magnet if the blue light is burning. The magnet circuit is not energized, the magnet switch is open, After double checking with the operator that the magnet is not energized and will not be moved, the magnet can be plugged or unplugged. If no status light is burning, the crane shall be considered as not available for operation and shall not be pushed or boarded until after proper inspection is made and permission is granted by an authorized person. While standing on authorized boarding station, observe the crane before entering to see that it is either unoccupied with an amber or red light burning, or if occupied, that the crane is aware of your intentions to board. Be sure crane is close to the walkway so as to ensure easy boarding. Before entering crane, reach over and position the boarding switch so the red light is on. Open the safety gate on the boarding platform by pulling the gate toward the boarding platform. Open safety gate on crane cab landing by pushing the gate in toward the crane cab and enter crane cab landing.
To work with the craneman, we need to know how to communicate.
When working with any crane, it is imperative to face the lift and from a safe, assured distance, usually 10 feet minimum, give one of 6 standard crane signals. These 6 standard signals are as follows. Hoist. One arm raised above the head and rotate the wrist and hand. Lower. One arm extended near waist level, the hand waved up and down in a slow vertical manner. Rack. One arm extended over the head, thumb extended and waved in a racking or back and forth movement. Travel. Face the direction of desired travel and extend the arm at shoulder level in a wagon's hoe fashion. Stop. Extend one arm to waist level and hold arm stationary. Emergency stop. Extend one arm to waist level while waving arm rapidly on a horizontal plane. Except for emergency stop, only one person gives standard train signals. Communicate with your fellow workers to assure that only one person gives the signals. Cranemen must not move if someone is in a position to be injured. If the bundle is under approximately 20 feet, the chains may be easily and safely looped or placed around either end of the lift. Uniformly place chain hook into the second or third link from the end of the chain to form a loop or basket. Make sure all personnel are in the clear 10 feet and then one man gives the appropriate hand signal. Craneman takes up the slack in the chain and then hoists and to next location. On lifts under 16 feet or extra long lifts, a spreader is needed. The use of a spreader mandates the use of hand hook devices to draw the loose chain underneath the lift. Never stand or position any part of your body under a suspended lift or lifting device. After the spreader is positioned for hooking up, use the hand hook to draw the chain towards you under the lift. Pick the chain up and place on appropriate link or spreader bowl ring. Never reach under the lift with your hands to draw the chains towards you. If necessary to move or push a suspended lift, use a hand hook. Be aware of fall-over clearances, which may be much greater than the standard 10-foot clearance. Lifts may be made using various configurations of wire slings or cables. If more than one cable is used, they must be of matching type and length. Take care not to pinch, gouge, or cut into the cable, which could result in sudden failure later. The cable lift needs to be slowly taken up to judge the stability of the lift, then freely hoisted away. Extra caution should be observed to not catch the hook on mill equipment or truck beds, etc.
Well, it's been pretty good so
We're
far.
pretty lucky.
Yeah.
I'd say not that much rain. Well, anyhow, we got a couple questions here that Mr. Posey wanted us to be concerned about. As a craneman, what is our greatest concern? What do you feel is our greatest concern?
Our greatest concern is about the persons working on the ground, that we don't have no magnet problems or loosening lifts, and machinery, watching where we go.
is really our main concern is the places on the ground that you cannot see, especially on the hot end. I know in a billiard you're blind too, but you know yourself, there's 20 years experience like myself, that as you run in the crane, there's blind spots in the mill, and these is what has to be carefully watched for. There could be somebody underneath you, and things like that you have, you know. And that's the most important thing of all, and your safety contacts and things of this nature.
Well, the second question that Mr. Posey wanted us to answer was, what can the people working on the floor level do to help the crane? What can they do?
Well, I feel the person on the floor should be aware, just like the crane is, with the hand signals, and mostly you're watching what the crane does and the crane watching them together. No one will get hurt. That's what our main purpose is here, is no one can get hurt at all in the mill. So far, with the experience I have and you have, and our safety contacts, we've been very fortunate. We haven't hurt no one. That's like in, for instance, in the billiard, you know yourself, when the magnet power lets go, you only have what's the amount of time that you have on something like that?
We only got about 5 seconds.
5 seconds, yeah. It's not very much time, you know. And you're dropping what, 12, 14 ton?
It's about 9 billets.
About 9 billets,
Which is
2.5 ton, yeah.
4,000 pounds each.
That's a lot to think about. And the reason we know this is our safety contacts that we have through the...
Well, just by the safety contacts, I know that there's going to be nobody around it
Right.
when I'm carrying a lift.
And that's exactly what we're here for, to kind of give everybody an idea that if you're alert of the surrounding area and watching where they're walking and making the proper lifts, then if everybody works together and listen to what we have to say, then I feel that we're going to have a good, safe year. Don't you, Frank?
Yes, I do feel that.
Well, I think that's about all we got.
Well, thanks, Frank, and thanks, Rich. Obviously, those are words that give all of us something to think about, particularly when we're working on the floor underneath an EOT crane. Again, the purpose of this video that we're going through today is to eliminate workplace injuries, workplace fatalities. Each and every one of us certainly deserves to go home at the end of each and every workday as healthy as we came through the plant gate at the start of the term. We think these principles that we have discussed and we've shown you by example will give us some of the tools and mechanisms that we need to make that safe workday happen. Again, our saying in the bar division, people make it happen. From the men and women of the bar division, we wish you the very best and a very safe workday. Thanks for your attention.